Some nice music. Is this still technically Act 2? Jahira is with. They're beautiful.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Seluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Now we're traveling together. I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Is it true you fought the Dark Three before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
You're not that old, are you?
I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old. Ask it.
You mentioned you knew something of Illithids.
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
Who are you speaking to? Maybe I'm the parasite puppeting this body.
Then, greetings, Sir Tadpole. I was wondering where all the questions suddenly sprang from.
Okay. Kind of looked like her hair was different from then, from there. So this is camp, I guess.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
You should become a paladin. About Kithrak Voss.
Vlakith Kosivim Krashet. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
What does Ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Boss called Vlaakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
Who is the one in the prism, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
And if Voss is wrong? If his claims are wrong and Vlaakiths are real?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Chares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
A hatchery with a single egg. How many does a clutch usually contain?
Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Githyanki look quite humanoid. How did you evolve to lay eggs?
Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Though it must be said, you are an uncommonly adequate member of your species. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Who does the laying? I'm curious about the logistics.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then.
Interesting.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Right. Speaking of, where is the cutie? Come here, you.
Why,
talk.
hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
Sex.
Of course.
How are you?
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise.
Astarion has something to say. We're gonna skip Gale just
Painful
because
truths have been thrust
so
upon
much already.
Shadowheart.
Too
I
many
believe she is strong enough to endure,
conversations leading him
but
to
her
wanting
path will
to
be
be with
easier
us.
with our support.
We're just gonna skip him for now. I'm glad we have Jaheira traveling with us. Did you know her from before?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
You're an Archdruid. What could you possibly have left to learn from anyone?
No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
Okay.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
Sounds as if you envy him.
Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
So you'd kill to take that power from him, the others bound to the ritual?
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
Freedom is not the same as power.
All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend.
All right.
My, you sweetheart. Then there isn't a moment to waste. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. Likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Right. Anything new from you guys?
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Nope.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm on.
Okay.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
It isn't about the flesh, it's about companionship.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
Right. Oh yeah, Karlach, you got anything new to say? Probably.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Get your second upgrade, how does it feel?
Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate.
Anytime, beautiful. Let's talk to Gale. Talk to everyone but him.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Okay. Right, that's that. We're about to hit Baldur's Gate now. It's level 10, which is awesome.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you.
Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
All I want is to be free of this parasite. I will do what is necessary to make that happen. I'll free everyone of this evil. I'll be the hero that saves me. I don't know what to choose here. Does it matter?
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
We're under attack.
Oh, hey.
Tadpole scum! Attack!
Boy. Need to get the heck out of here.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
It's a bonus action to do this. Oh, because I need an action to jump. Right.
The dice roll in my favor.
I can jump out of here pretty easily. Oh, I didn't realize it was a big skull.
Sylvanas, preserve us. That orb's about to shatter.
They're all like monks.
Dream Guardian. I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Well, that's not good. We just...
At the ready.
I have to move that one over. You know what? We'll just move it away. I quite like that.
Better get to it.
Can't even catch my breath. May the gods take you first.
Oh, Moonbeam can hurt me still. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You will be cleansed.
Crap.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone. Moving in. I need you now. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. It's not over. come to the skull.
Waste a step.
The skull, come to the skull.
There is... Orpheus, who's that? Who's Orpheus? What the heck happened to Halsin? What the heck happened? What the heck happened? Halsin felt it. How? How?
The skull, come to the skull.
How much farther can I go?
There was a whole cutscene I missed and everything.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
A mind flare? What's going on here?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Bro, the story twist. This is the battle you were fighting?
The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
I'm gonna choose to do it.
Together, we can turn the tide.
What a plot twist. Oh my god.
Please help me.
Do crazy amounts of damage. To be quite honest.